The following broadcast is brought to you by Public House Media.
Hello! Welcome to Choose to Rise, housed here on Public House Media. I'm so glad that you're here to give a listen. My podcasts are audio pulled from my live Facebook post every single morning, where I share other healthy living tips, motivational information, and connect with people from all over to live their life as a very best self. If you like these messages, I hope you tell a friend about Public House Media and my podcast so we can spread more positivity around the world. Thanks for listening. On with the show. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous day. My name is Kim Meyer. I'm the founder of Choose to Rise and Team Rise and Fit, and I want to welcome you to this live Facebook video, or if you're listening on the podcast on Public House Media, I'm very blessed to get to work with them, and now on iHeartRadio as well. And so I am so honored and blessed to be a part of both of those organizations, and I hope that that you're able to hear this message of hope and positivity, and you can spread it to other people, have people like and share. Today I want to talk about celebrating progress. It's all about progress over perfection. The journey is the most important part. So how do we celebrate small wins? How do we encourage each other to live in the moment? How do we encourage each other to, we've heard it before, like the journey is the most important part, but living your dash. Have you heard of that before? Where the birth and the death are two very significant things in your life, but it's the stuff in the middle. It's the journey between the growing up years and the living years and the celebration. That's the part that people need to remember, and that's the part that people need to enjoy, because there's two numbers on your headstone at the end of your life, but it's the dash that people are going to know. So you got to celebrate those things. You got to celebrate progress over perfection, knowing that there was going to be shortcomings in life, knowing that you're not going to hit some goals, knowing that you are going to have big dreams that may or may not happen. You just got to celebrate the progress and not stress so much over the end thing. So there's two tools for you today, and I got most of this information from Master Session with Robin Sharma. So if you are into him at all, I highly suggest you listen to his podcast as well. Very great speaker. So two tools. One is this one I practiced last night. I had a rough day yesterday, kind of ended my day kind of rough. And so I did this activity yesterday, and it really helped. Celebrate the progress, celebrate the now, and really focusing on the journey piece. So number one is called Nightly 3. Think about 3 celebrations, 3 good things throughout the day. A lot of things happen in the day. They don't have to be necessarily significant things. They don't have to be big things. A celebration of mine yesterday was we started school. I'm a curriculum director at our school, and the first day of staff, and I was able to deliver some content in the morning, and it went really well. So that was a celebration. The second thing was that I got to spend some time with my kids. I'm also an FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes Advisor for the high school students, and we started with our fall sports kickoff last night, and so we had a celebration with our FCA kids, and my kids got to be a part of that. That was a really positive thing, and I got to spend some good time with them. And a third thing was, just being able to connect with some friends over, so they're praying with me and praying for me and about some things in my life. So those are 3 positives. And, some of them are pretty significant. One of them was standing in front of 250 people. One of them was very small, but it was just very intimate. And it's just, seeing like the positive, funny things that come out of my kids' mouths. Those are celebrations. Those are good things throughout the day. And you can write them down. You can think of 3 things and write them down every night. Have a notebook by your bed. You can just have 3 things that you think about as you're going to sleep. You can have 3 things that you think about as you go for a walk. Just a power of 3, or the nightly 3, reflecting on some things throughout your day and how you've had some celebrations, some good things throughout your day. Our brains are hardwired for the negativity. Science tells us that our brains are naturally going to go for ingratitude. It's just how we were created, I guess you could say, how we're hardwired. could be from way back in the day. Like all the things that have happened to us over time as a human society have kind of hardwired us into this. So way back in the day when we were cavemen, way back to Neanderthal times, we had to be super cautious. We had to be negative focused to stay alive. It was kind of that fight or flight kind of thing. We had to be on guard from predators all the time. But, today we've evolved quite a bit, but that hardwiring in our brain still stays there. And you can still see the negativity mindset all over our society, unfortunately. But one of those things is that we just need to start switching it in our own heads. We need to get out of that negative environment in our head and start changing in our hearts as well. Today we don't have to focus on being, sometimes I guess we still, but we shouldn't have to be focused on staying alive and getting away from predators. We need to really start focusing on the positive things in our environment and moving forward in that way. We tend to focus on all the things that went wrong throughout their day. I mean, if I told you to sit down and write down 3 things from your day, more than likely you're going to come up with 3 things that went wrong throughout the day. That's just how we're hardwired, is to think about the negative. But I'm really challenging you to do your nightly 3 on the positive things, the celebrations of your day. Rewire your head, rewire your brain to think about the positive things so that when you go to sleep that night, your brain is filled with the happy thoughts. And you're going to be able to sleep better, you're going to be able to dream more, and then you'll wake up in a happier state as well. So thinking about focusing on the things that are good for you, that have celebrations in your day, and moving forward with that. There's also this is a story I heard someplace else, but there was, if you think about all of the things that are happening in life, and sometimes people are worried about what other people think about them. And we tend to, again, we're hardwired for negativity. So if you think about all the people that you've interacted with in this world, all the people that you interact with, even within a day's time, you have, when you think about all of those people, and just take a second to think about everybody that you interacted with yesterday, who are the people that first come to your mind? Probably those 1 or 2 people that maybe you didn't agree with, or there was one sort of bully, versus hundreds of loved ones that you saw or interact with or communicated with in some shape or form. When you think about yesterday, one of the activities at our professional development was we were at the middle school, and one of the questions was something that happened in your middle school years. And of course, a lot of them come up with something tragic or negative that happened in their life, but there's so many positive things that happen too, but our brain is hardwired to not think about them. So it's our job, if we want to be happy, healthy people, is to rewire our brain. Okay. So the tool number 1, we're kind of rambling today, but tool number 1 is your nightly 3. Think about 3 good celebrations, 3 things that happen in your day, happy thoughts. Okay. And get those done before you go to sleep. The second activity that you could do to help kind of rewire your brain is to journal nightly about your progress. What are you winning in? Train your brain to focus on the progress and positivity. Again, thinking about all the happy things that happen in your day. Big, small, whatever. Write them all down. Keep them there. And then when you have a hard day, flip back through those pages and read through them. When you focus on, you create more of. So where are you winning at? Where is your progress at? What are you focusing on that's positive? And according to the science, you're fully emotional and you can start to feel stronger. And if you grow your confidence and you're taking a proactive step towards being productive and getting yourself to be a world-class level. Because when you focus on the positive, when you focus on your dreams, when you focus on your goals, and you focus on the good things that are happening in your life, that's when good spreads. So what you focus on, you create more of. So why focus on the negative stuff? Why focus on the things that are going to bring you down? Focus on the positive. Think about 3 things that are going to heal you. Think 3 things that were happy for your day, and we'll go from there. Today's Friday. The weekend is coming. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. I hope you take some time and think about the positive things in your life. And I hope that you continue to enjoy these messages. And I hope you have a great day. That's really, I guess, what I'm going to do. So I hope you have a good one. And if you're in this live video, drop below some things that you're grateful for. Comment, leave some feedback on our Public House Media podcast app as well. I'd love to hear from you and maybe some topics of other things that you'd like to hear about. So celebrate your progress, be happy, be positive, and I will see you all later.